To another video for those that have been here before. For those that have not, I am just a normal everyday investor trying to build a portfolio that allows me to become financially independent and move on from the traditional 9 to 5. This is my traditional financial dashboard for my brokerage account, currently at a value of $101,000. I'm 31 years old, so still plan on working for another 20 or so years. We'll see, maybe a little bit sooner than that, but that's sort of my benchmark in the 50 to 55 area. But this video is not to cover my traditional dashboard and my positions here. It is my first video highlighting my Robinhood account. And so this account I've had honestly for about 5 years. And it was stupid. I just kind of threw in some fun money in there at the time and didn't really have any sort of clue on what I was doing, what I was investing in. I lost some money here. And overall, I have grown this account now 9.6%. But I sort of had this new approach for what I want to do with this account. My Robinhood, ideally, this is going to be an account that I am outperforming the market with individual holdings that I'm going to invest in on an annual basis. And depending on situations, may or may not sell out of positions, reposition into something else, depending on where I think the market may be trending, if I find good opportunities in the market, etc. So this account, this money, I may be adding in a little bit more, little by little into this, more for cash position. But my goal is to outperform the market on an annual basis. So we'll see how it all plays out. But yeah, we're going to do a little dive into it today. So like I said, I've had this account now for years and lost some money in positions. I'm still in the process of organizing this, still in positions that I will be selling out of to eventually make this just like a 2 or 3 or under 5 position portfolio where I'm concentrated in specific companies. But anyway, so right now, this is where my portfolio stands, $11,700. All time, I am up 10.83%. I have $10,555 in cash. As you can see, this was back in 2020. And honestly, I invested in some stupid things. A leveraged Bitcoin thing where I lost $800, just different things like that. Good learning experiences. But I decided, you know what, this year, honestly, like last month or so, let's sell out of some of these losers, get out of it, and start investing into other positions that I'm going to start to create as my backbone for what I'm going to do. So actually, year to date, I'm down 2%. Really did not pay attention to this account till probably, the May-ish area. So just started to really dive into this a little bit more. Excited to see where things go. So this year is going to be a little bit funky with outperforming the market. We'll see what happens. But just started to create positions. And so eventually I will be selling out of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, but IWL, coin, and so on. But I'm just going to kind of wait and buy my time there. But overall, this is what the portfolio looks like. So it'll be a quick video here. Right now it is Wednesday, July 15th at 8:45 a.m. So prior to market open. But we can start to dive through what positions I have. So currently Tesla, 3 shares. I will be selling out of this. This is not something that I'm going to be spending a lot of time on moving forward. This was just a purchase that I made years ago. NVIDIA, I bought this a little over a year ago at $127 per share. I'm currently up 65%. And so, I may be selling out of this as well. Currently at $211 year to date. It's up 11%. When I purchased this, let's get down. Those are just some of the reinvestments. Show more. Let's see where we're at. When did I buy this? May 9th of last year. This was just kind of bought in a little bit on the hype, if we're being completely honest. But got into it. Won't be creating this as sort of one of my foundational pieces, so may also sell out of that as well. But really, the two main positions right now that I'm building are Robinhood and Netflix. And so when I look honestly at both of these, Netflix first, in the past year, it's down nearly 50%, 40%, right? So I do believe that that's kind of incorrect. I think that, they continue to show growth and continue to build off of what they've been doing over the past few years. When you look at when they initially introduced the subscriber and not being able to share passwords and all of that, the growth in subscribers across the globe, really. It's growing in the United States. It's growing in the Asian market, in the European market, et cetera. So I think not only that, their advertising business, I think it's projected around, let's see, I think it's $3 billion this year, advertising. And so, yeah, roughly $3 billion this year. So they're growing. I think that it's just mispriced right now, down pretty significantly from their highs. When we look at this drop, 45% from their high. And when we look at Robinhood, currently it is up 13% on in the past year. Year to date, it is down 1.5%. I started building out this position. Wrong one. I started building out this position about a month or so ago, maybe 2 months. My average cost is $76. I thought it was a good opportunity to get in. So right in this area, right around May. And I do want to continue to build this out. Right now I'm up about 50%. So made $1,000. I do think that long term, Robinhood is going to see an influx of cash. A lot of younger investors are using this. And obviously with the growing population, eventually people are going to pass away. And younger generations are going to inherit this money. So I do think that Robinhood is kind of set up for success there. Not to mention, I think that they are still kind of performing in this startup mindset where they're really fast to change and adopt new technologies, and getting into the credit card business, all of that. Margin accounts have blown up. They're always involved in crypto, agentic, retirement, everything. So I do appreciate that they're constantly changing and adapting to what they think is necessary and needed in their space, in their market. So I think that honestly, this is going to be more of a long-term hold. I'm excited to continue to build this position. I will be adding more money into this Robinhood account, ideally keeping it roughly around the 5%, and then growing overall off of that. So I'm going to be changing percent of total investments. I'm going to be doing specifically the cash that I have in there. I'm going to try to keep my cash position around 5%, not the growth itself. So I will be kind of diving into this more. In market downturns, I will be trying to be opportunistic with deploying more capital into positions like Robinhood and Netflix. Netflix has gone down a little bit more since I initiated my buy here. Currently at $74. My average cost per share is $81. Again, I think that it's kind of just out of favor right now, more so than major issues with the stock and with the business. So they have their earnings call tomorrow. We'll see how that plays out, but I will plan on adding more capital into this if it were to drop again. Probably waiting into the 60s area, maybe in the 70s. But I do think that it's kind of mispriced right now. So I will continue to add money into this when I have some more into this add more into this Robinhood account. But yeah, those are my two main positions that I'm holding as of right now. I'll be selling out of a few things like SCHD, Meta may or may not be adding to. I'm trying to decide on that still. SPXL, which is more of a leveraged S&P position. So I will be eventually selling out of this, but currently all happy with how it's performing. I will use leveraged ETFs in this account from time to time, but going to do that in a more opportunistic basis rather than buying and holding for long periods of time. So that will be changing. But for now, I'll just keep doing my thing and sell out of certain positions when I feel like it's the correct move. So there may be some more changes, obviously, coming in the short term as I sell out of positions and really just create a more organized approach on this account. But I wanted to do a quick dive through for the first video on the Robinhood side of things. I'll be probably updating this sort of in that middle ground between my monthly updates, which take place at the end of every month / beginning of every month. And I'll be probably doing these about halfway through the month like we are currently, just to kind of switch things up a little bit. And so, yeah, right now I'll be changing up a little bit of how I'm showing this on the dashboard page with growth and year-to-date and total investments. That's what this percent is right here. I'll be doing actually just the cash position of this rather than the total value compared to that. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Would love to hear from anyone what they think of this current portfolio, if they would just sell out of all these things right now or wait until, maybe there's a rebound in crypto or anything like that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Look forward to kind of sharing this journey as well as the traditional brokerage account, dividend account that I will be continuing with the same mindset and approach with that portfolio, more conservative, whereas this I'm going to be more aggressive. If I lost it all, doesn't matter, but wanted to have some sort of additional play there. So yeah, please comment, like, subscribe if you want to follow along for more videos. Appreciate you making it to this point if you did, and we'll see you in a future video. See ya.